If you walked into a store or if you played a guitar and it hit every single thing on that list but only cost $200, is it a good guitar? Hey, you mentioned a $300 to $1,000 for an average guitar is a good range, but how reliable is a $300 guitar for a beginner or intermediate player? That is a very reasonable question. And in today's age, it's getting really tough to answer what price is a good guitar. This is how I explain it, because everybody goes right to a price. And I've said this before, for what it's worth, prices tend to be comfort zones more so than reality. Okay. I don't think the price of a guitar is where you should focus your attention and energy. Okay. What I always think about a good guitar is what guitar is right for you. I mean, there are standards, of course. A guitar needs to stay in tune and stuff, but that's kind of what's right for you, kind of things. And this is where I think people get confused with owning something that makes you feel good versus owning something that's quality. To own a quality guitar, it's not a price. You just basically make a list. You can do it mentally or write it down. I'm pretty neurotic, so I'll write it down. I write down a few things. This is what I would suggest to you. Write down all the things that matter to you about a guitar and all of your expectations. So for instance, let's say it's like absolute paramount. First is guitar has to stay in tune. So I write down guitar must stay in tune. The second thing is guitar must be comfortable. Must have a humbucker sound or a single coil sound. Must have those sounds. Maybe you want both. You want coil split. You write down what matters to you. You don't even have to prioritize it at first. You might say, I want a guitar where the neck is very comfortable. It could be whatever it is. You just write down all the things that you want, almost like a dream guitar. This is the important parts of the guitar that matter to you. And then here's my argument. If you walked into a store or if you played a guitar and it hit every single thing on that list but only cost $200, is it a good guitar? I'm going to argue it is a good guitar. In fact, I'm going to argue it's a perfect guitar.